It's not going to be easy. It's going to be fucking hard.
Yo, 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 good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Say what's up in the chat. Like the stream on your way in, boys and girls. Say good morning. What's up, Zachariah, Dr. Destroy, Steven, Sinseller, Samsor, Zelani, Price Action Mastermind, MJ, Alley, good morning. Sharon, good morning. What's up, Abel, Kienan, XD, Juan, Oro, Alex, Hassan, Boombo Clat, what's up, man? I'm not sure why your message was deleted there. Oh, that's nice. Stop spamming the caps. No caps around here. What's up, guys? Darwin, welcome back, man. He's back. Good morning, Jacob, Jordan. Sonae, good morning. Kelsick, Brooke, Felix, Ryzen. Good morning, everybody. Like the stream. Let's go ahead and get started diving into some charts, making sure audio's all good here. I think you guys can hear me fine. All right. Whoa. There we go. That's better. All right, guys. So let's dive in. Looking at price action here. Let's jump out to the daily, actually. Jumping out to the daily. So far where we are at in the week, keep in mind, remember, we're trading down from a weekly fair value gap. So if I show you guys that again. Weekly fair value gap, we've taken out previous weekly high as well as previous daily high now. Yeah, kind of just interesting price action in here, given the fact that we've taken the low here inside of this fair value gap on the daily. We have a fat volume imbalance here, aka new week opening gap that price is trading down into as well at the moment. So this price action right in here makes me want to be bearish. However, I do think that it could be a little like high resistance in here, to be honest. 4-hour fair value gaps, new week opening gap. Continuing to scale in here. I like yesterday's first presented fair value gap as a draw for today, if I'm being honest. We've got Asia range here. 1-hour fair value gap. Currently holding. Delete this. We got 1 standard deviations of Asia range down here below new week opening gap, right above first presented fair value gap. We have a bullish breaker block as well, overlapping with that. I'm not a huge fan of the fact that Asia high never got taken. Perhaps that could be left for a return trip for higher. But yeah, just looking at, again, the daily, kind of the higher time frames here, and just seeing this price action after the liquidity rate at the highs, it's hard to not want to be bearish here, in my opinion. But like I said, there are a lot of things that could hold price up in this area. Again, we got a no news day today. So no news Tuesday, no news Wednesday again tomorrow as well. So we'll do the best with what we got, boys and girls. Let me know in the chat your guys' bias in the poll. Looking at ES here as well. Looking for SMTs. We did just put a bullish SMT in. We got these equal highs right here. Ooh, come here. Got these relative equal highs right here. Shallow dig above that high here on ES. With an SMT there. Relative equal highs here is on NQ as well. So a little SMT here at the highs. SMT just printed at the lows. Right here. And if you're looking at the stat map here on the daily, we're also at the daily manipulation level. Huh. So let's see how this responds from this level down here. If all of this can continue to hold like this 15-minute BPR and we see price continue to sell, we'll try to get in alignment for that. But if this flips, especially if we were to maybe get a change in the state and like an inversion here on the 15, I could see price maybe making a run for that Asia high potentially, because that's really the only draw other than these internal highs here. You got these internal highs here as a draw, and then you have Asia high that was left. But Asia high made the dig above previous day high overnight, so kind of a little bit of a wait and see moment for me right now. Obviously only 4 minutes into the open, so kind of a if this then that for me right now. Let me check the poll. 48% bullish, 37% bearish. All right, we better close this off before market moves too much. Most of the chat is bullish. Not as big of a difference today as it was yesterday, but still heavier to the upside. Continuing to sell here after testing New York midnight. New week opening gap high 400. Chat is always bullish. No, that's not true. Chart looks ugly as fuck. I mean, yeah, it just looks like there could be some issues. It looks like there could be some issues whether you're like clinging very strongly to a bias one way or the other right now. Like, I mean, if you're just not living in denial, right? Like, you could make a case for both sides right now a little bit. Right? If you're bullish, you're obviously wanting to see all of this hold as support. However, that doesn't mean that we couldn't sell off to OTE of this range. Right? OTE lines up perfect with that first presented fair value gap, this lower bullish breaker block. You'd get another pass through the new week opening gap. So I don't think that would be out of the question. But then again, there hasn't been a whole lot of deep rebalancing going on so far on this, pretty much this entire move up. It's been a lot of shallow digs, shallow retracements into some short-term lows, and then we continue rallying. This has kind of been the mantra so far. It's actually part of the reason why I feel like I've been left behind a lot. Just got your max payout, Lulu. Nice. Congrats. Silver bullet Asia. That's my initial bias. Silver bullet to Asia high. Yeah. Yeah, I can see it. Just kind of seeing how things form here. 7 minutes into the open. SMT on both sides of the range currently just kissed the new week opening gap high. So showing some sensitivity here right off that new week opening gap high. Let's go ahead and delete this. Oh, wait, actually, hang on. What did I delete? Oh, okay. The manipulation level from the stat map. Will you be aggressive with your Apex accounts? I will be, yeah. I'm not trading them in the morning sessions. Like I told you guys, I'll be trading them for the PM Apex exclusive sessions. Just because I want to manage them probably differently than I do like my Tradeify accounts. But yeah, for now I'm copying my Tradeify accounts via NinjaTrader and Replicanto. For the record, I did discover that you actually can indeed execute on TradingView. As long as you have everything set up right where it's supposed to be, you can execute on TradingView. And I did try this out yesterday on a few Apex accounts, just for experiment's sake, and it worked. So, and it will copy on Replicanto to the other ones, or at least it should. It did for me yesterday when I practiced it. So I forget who said that yesterday. I don't know if it was Billy or who said it. Somebody did say you could do it. And then upon doing some research, I found out that yes, you can do it with the newest version of Replicanto, but you could not do it at one point. I believe the previous version you could not do it. So I believe that update happened like a year ago, or a little less than a year ago maybe. But it makes it easier for me because then I don't have to jump around and execute on one thing and analyze on another. I can do it all on one. So it definitely makes it easier. What's up, Rahman? My Apex plan again. My Apex plan, I'm probably gonna buy some more today as well with the 80% sale. Today's the last day. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna extend it or not. We'll find out. But today's the last day, so I'll load up. I've only bought a handful so far, but I'll probably buy, I don't know, I might just buy 20. Or I might just buy enough so I have 20. But my plan is to trade like 3 to 5 of them at a time. Because odds are I'll probably blow some of them if I'm pushing it a little harder. And yeah, the goal is to accumulate 20 PAs. And then get rich as fuck. That's it. That's my whole plan. And then obviously get above the safety net. Get above the safety net, and then I'll be able to copy trade them alongside like my Tradeify accounts and anything else, because I won't have to manage them any different or feel like I have to manage them any different. That's the master plan. Trading into the opening range gap here. Still no first presented fair value gap. Sharp move back higher here into the range. Again, off that new week opening gap. Price is wicking a lot here. Yeah, SMT is no longer at the low. Actually, he's at this other low now. Here for the moment. Gosh. If it keeps wicking like this, it might be a day to scale up and execute on a higher time frame. That 1 minute looks like it could maybe be nasty, boys. If it keeps doing this. You can see 15-minute order flow is definitely more so bearish for now. Just rated above this high here. Another SMT at this high as well, looks like. See if we can actually get any follow through one way or the other. A little bit lower. ES new week opening gap 948. Currently trading at 960. Hey, I'll take this though. I like this more than like market just opening and going straight one direction, and then I'm like left sitting here staring at the chart the rest of the morning. I'm actually okay with this. Oh. Why you bearish? I don't know, dude. Maybe I'll be bullish though in a little bit. Trump gonna speak later in the day? Probably. Is there a day he's never not speaking? When will I show my PC desk setup? Didn't I send a... I thought I sent a picture in the Discord. Yeah, I did send a picture in the Discord, actually. I said I had joined the dark side. Go to the general chat and scroll up that far. The general chat hasn't been very active since I got it. You actually see it. You don't got to scroll up very far. A trading room setup. There's like really not much in here. This is a basically a spare bedroom that I've turned into an office. Literally, I got my desk and my computer, my setup here, and then behind me is like, I'm not the best decorator, but I did my best. Got a little neon. Oh, got a little canvas here. That was a gift. Bought this little fucking palm tree plant. Got another little plant here. Little LED light that I had. Bought this little neon sign. I thought that was kind of sick. Yeah. Otherwise, there's literally nothing else in here. Desk and computer, and backdrop. Let me put it this way: if I wasn't streaming, I wouldn't have any of that shit in the background. It'd probably just be, I don't know, I'd probably just put like a fucking couch or a chair or something there. How much do you risk per account? It depends on the account size and how I'm planning on trading said account. Aggressive, not aggressive. Is it an eval? Is it a funded? People ask these questions, and well, one, I feel like I get asked this question almost like every day, but like, guys, it's 100% your choice. I think like your situation is probably different than mine in some way, shape, or form. Like, you should probably use risk that aligns with your personal financial situation. And, you know, a certain amount of risk for me maybe doesn't make me as emotional as it does for you. And I always tell people, if you get emotional while you're trading, it's because you're risking too much. Or maybe I'm a little bitch and I don't risk enough. And you're like, what the fuck? Right? Like, it's so unique to everybody. Yeah, Tanya copied me. She definitely copied me. I had this light before she got hers. People give me, like, anytime I do anything with my setup, I've had people in my chat say like, "Oh, everyone copy Tanya." Like when I did my my other chart layout here with my execution chart above my camera and then trading view, like the main screen. You copy Tanya. And I got the neon light first. She copied me. That's right. I just think it looks cool. And I didn't know what else to put back there. Just put like a Michael Myers mannequin or something. You copied some other proof. I guess, yeah, it's not the first time I've seen somebody with a neon sign in the background. I feel like that is pretty common. That's fair. But I can say that I didn't have anybody specifically in mind when I did it. If that counts for anything. The PC that I got, I showed it on stream. But I got the power spec. This is the G752. It's got the NVIDIA 5070. I forget some of the other specs, but you know, these people wouldn't know that anybody's copying anybody if they, you know, didn't watch. Some of these people collect live trading streams like they're Thanos collecting the Infinity Stones. You know these guys got like 6 tabs open right now watching every live streamer. They're just bopping around waiting to see which one enters a trade first. And then they mute the other ones. Oh man. Look at this displacement lower, boys and girls. Manipulation or distribution, boys? What do you think? What's chat think? Session stat map says manipulation. Deep dive into the new week opening gap. Getting a sharp move back up here for now. New week opening gap still here on ES. Haven't traded back to that yet. Let's see. We got macro beginning in like a minute. Do I use VWAP? No. I have it on my chart here just for like shits and giggles. But no, I don't use VWAP. We are below the VWAP though for anybody that wants to use the VWAP. There you go. You don't really like my stance on like the indicators like that with like VWAP, EMAs, whatever, like you don't even need to have it on your chart to know where you're at in regard to it, right? Like I could have told you that we were below the VWAP without even looking at the VWAP. And that's pretty much the case all the time. I could tell you if we're above or below it just by looking at what the candles did. Same with EMAs. Yeah, I'm not looking to short this at the moment, boys and girls. Not yet at least. But perhaps I would be. Perhaps I would be. Fair value gap here. Is this our first presented fair value gap? Technically no. Look at that drive right above opening range gap, or right into the opening range gap, I should say. Now we're selling. If I do get short, it would be after a drive back into this, and then I'd look to execute probably somewhere in here. You should short it off screen and then post your I told you so price. That's funny. I should do that, shouldn't I? Just made another drive below this low. If we drive back with any speed here, this probably looks like a potential protected low if that happens. Yeah, I'll take this. I'm happy with this just not running straight to whatever the draw is like right at the open. I feel like we actually have a chance to work with this a little bit. Let's see. Fair value gap tap here. See how we respond. Do we inverse? Oh, wow. Aha. Oh boy. For 3 points. Thank you. Yeah, I think I'm going to play this invert. I'm going to have to use micros. That stops a little big. Yeah, I'm going to give that a try here off of this inversion. And sorry, I had to switch over to micros last second. Yeah, I like these equal highs. I really do. And then Asia high. Maybe do like a tiny, very tiny partial here. Tiny partial at these equal highs. I'm thinking break even, ride to Asia high, see if we can get that move. Buy side here. But yeah, I am in the copy trader did work. I'm copied across my accounts here, so that's good. This is fun. JadeCap said if Asian range was trendy, he's expecting half of it to be retraced to, and that objective was hit. Yes, it was hit. Asia range. Right. Where is it? Where's my thing at? Oh, I don't have it on. What? Did I delete it? Yes, we did hit 50% of the Asia range. Did we hit, was it 50% or not quite? No, not quite actually. Equal highs right below it. Huge imbalance in here. Bearish breaker. That's why I feel like a partial and break even would make sense. Just because I truly don't know if we're going to see Asia high after this sweep. But we'll see. Bullish for value gap left now as well. BPR, so it could dig all the way back into this, but just hopped in off the candle closure here. That's why I had to switch to micros. Clear Venom model. Yep. Here's your two fangs. Price was still on a premium. I mean, yeah, technically if you go off of this range, yes. Let's see actually. Yeah, we did not get a 50% dig down into this leg. But we haven't been getting it either. I mean, could be the time that it fails here and goes to discount, but I thought it was worth taking a try. Ended up getting an entry basically off the 3-minute OB as well. Go short then. Let me get this straight. Most of the chat was bullish and I'm getting yelled at for going long. Is that correct? Proof that you'll never make the chat happy. No, I did not enter on the XFAs. Mm-mm-hmm. Yeah, kind of last line in the sand here would be this bullish order block. I like that it ran out this low. See if it can hold for me. See if it can hold for old daddy. The only unfortunate part is you get an insanely better risk reward if you wait for this entry, but daddy was tired of getting left behind. But no, I did not enter on the X phase. Nope. I could right now, but it's kind of not ideal. I don't like trading on multiple different platforms at once. If you guys couldn't tell. Just let me manage one platform and copy trade on that platform. That's it. Otherwise, I feel a little bit too like scattered. I am using Replicanto Diablo. Well, not looking great here. See if we can keep getting these wicks and these bodies to close and respect. It's not a quick turnaround here if this is going for higher, though. It's taking its time in here. New hour. New 4 hour as well. Got the 3-minute chart here on my other monitor. I'm watching that. We're in the 3-minute BPR as well. See if we get the closure. Minute left. I always get supercharged whenever the broads call you daddy, do you? Yeah, that's how that works. Yeah, if it fails, we're definitely going to be rebalancing to discount of the overall range. I have no disagreements with that. Like I said, I just felt like this particular setup, the way that everything kind of formed and set up here around 10 a.m., I liked it enough to give it a try for this, despite that. So, and yeah, I did end up sizing down to micros. Kind of had to though with the way that this candle, like, that's why inversions can be tough because you're at the mercy of wherever the candle closes, and every once in a while you get a candle like that. So that's how it just worked out for me today. So. ES looks much better, you think? Based on what? Look about the same to me right now. Yeah, if we don't get this 10 a.m. reversal, we're so cooked. Well, anyway. Huh. Yeah. Let's see. We got 5 minutes left in this macro. 5 minutes into the new hour and 4 hour. Just stuck here. Nika, did you change your profile pic? What is that, a head of broccoli? Did you make a picture of broccoli your profile pic? Or is this a different Nika? Why? Oh, wait. It's a different Nika. Okay, there we go. I'm like, who the fuck goes... I'm like, who goes from an actual profile picture to a picture of broccoli? I'm not going to check out gold. I don't trade gold. Well, we got 2 Nikas. What is FGB? First FGB? What is FGB? I don't even know what that is. Are you talking about first fair value gap? If so, that's right here. Which we did just tap again, yes. First great boner. That makes sense. I don't know. Coming down with a vengeance might get stopped here. And then the macro coming up. Kind of build up this shelf of orders right in here that we also are resisting off of. Think it's gonna get the 4-hour FEG? Yeah, it might be going lower. Kind of wanted it to be a better, quicker respect than that if we were gonna go higher from here. To be honest, gonna let it sit for a little bit here though. Give it a chance, but yeah, I mean, there's definitely reason for price to go lower. It's just ironic that for 2 weeks, I'm sitting here waiting for price to make that rebalance to 50% of any range, and it like won't do it. And then the moment I decide to not wait for it, oh yeah, we're actually gonna rebalance to 50% of the range. Cherry picking Tyler. But we'll see. No reason to complain too early. Probably going to let just it hit my stop loss, most likely. Release the magnet. I'm going to release the toaster into my bath. Not good. Probably a stop out coming. Follow semen retention. No, I don't know. I don't. If you listen, if you want to get prostate cancer like Joe Biden, go ahead. I don't know, Darwin. I actually am not. Funded Next reached out to me a while ago about like partnering with them and launching with them. I don't know anything about them. I think they're a CFD firm. They said that is coming over to the future space, and I mean, you guys kind of know my thoughts. Like, I just don't want to. I don't ever want to put my name on something that isn't like established, been around a while, dependable. I didn't even like message them back and ask what they were, like what they're offering. I'm sure I've heard that they're paying affiliates though like a lot of money to promote them. I don't really know anything about them, and I kind of just choose to wait until firms are established before I even mess with them. No, I don't think it's bad. I'm just joking. I'm stubbornly holding this trade. I mean, part of me is saying that I probably should close it early and get out realistically. Like, we got a closure below this fair value gap here. I don't know. This doesn't look very good. I'm like stubbornly holding onto it at this point. With the only fear that like, oh, this rejection block, you know what I mean? But if I'm being just realistic with myself, like it's not looking very hot. It's not looking very hot. Maybe give it, what do we got? 3 more minutes. Let's see how this 15-minute candle closes, and might do a time stop on this if we're just range bound for a while. The snake ran out of venom. Yeah, it ain't that something. Yeah, exactly, Carlos. I know. It's not a habit that I do very often, which is closing trades early. Unless I truly feel like I actually missed something in my analysis, like there was something that I just totally didn't see or something, and because of that information, I kind of think I'm wrong. Then I'm more prone to maybe close it, but otherwise I try not to do it very often, just because like if you close it early, a lot of times you don't really gain a whole lot. Like you're maybe saving yourself, I don't know, a few $100, a couple $100. But if you're wrong and the analysis plays out, then you like took a loss for a winning trade, which is even more aggravating. For me, at least. All right, I'm going to hold you to it, Aaliyah. What is usually the range in percentage? Oh gosh, yeah, I don't know, probably like 1 to 2% maybe. Not even, like sometimes less than 1%. Well, what is the average true range for Nasdaq? Isn't it like 400 or something? 400 points? Like generally in a normal volatility. I want to say something like that. My stop loss is your take profit. Where's your stop loss? Let me know where your stop loss is. Since you know where mine is, I need to know where yours is. The Nightbot gotcha. Can't be spamming caps. I didn't know that bot did that. I installed the Nightbot so I could do some giveaways with you guys here. Very, very soon. Make it a little easier and more fun. But it also blocks people from putting full caps in the chat, apparently. Like Gudam here has all caps lock on his... He has all caps lock on his keyboard, apparently. What a dipshit. 1 minute breaker. You didn't tell me, where's your stop loss? Up here? 15-minute candle closed here. We're like 2 minutes into this new candle. Yeah, I really would not want to see this candle flip bearish. That is not going to be a good sign if it does. This is fucking pretty messy in here, though. Just chopping everything up here. I'm not gonna close it at break even. No. The only way that happens is if we get a trade up into here and I go break even. No, I'm not gonna close that break even. No, sir. No, I'm gonna partial in BE at these equal highs up here at 487. It'll be a smaller partial, and then yeah, I'll hold most of the position to Asia high. Power hour for Apex accounts. Oh, we'll have plenty of power hours for those. Yeah, might have to turn into an ICT scalper for those. What's going on here? All right, back near entry. Gold flu. Holy fuck. For those of you guys that do trade gold, is it usually pretty inversed? Like, I feel like every time I've looked at it, it's usually opposite. Like, if gold goes up, indices go down. Am I making that up, or is that a real thing? I feel like that's something that I've seen. Yeah, it's really up to you, Pair. Knowing that I want to push them a little harder, I'm going to do like little batches of them at a time. Because I don't want to, you know, blow batches of 20 at once. I'd rather blow like 2 or 3 at once. 2 to 3 to 4 to 5, etc. So that's going to be my plan, at least. Nothing but true? Oh, God. Maybe that's scary, then. If that correlation plays out today. Unless we see gold start dropping here, that'd be nice. Next macro is not till 10:50, so... Finally in green here. I don't know if Dudum or Gudum or whatever his name was. His messages got blocked for being in all caps. I don't know if he got stopped out. He said my stop loss was his take profit. Trade X, my TPs are these black lines up here. Maybe I'll watch this on a 5 or a 15 minute. Kind of get a fuller picture. But yeah, the thought process obviously was just accumulation. Like I told you guys, I try to identify the draw and then power of 3. So, I mean, that was really all this was. Accumulation. This is how I went with it. Accumulation. Potential manipulation. And then, yeah, would like to see a distribution. We'll see. Just hovering at entry here. It's a racist TP. Oh well. Went a little over my daily 30% for my Apex account. Do you know why it would add $115 to my drawdown? Are you on your eval? Or are you on a PA? Why it would add 115 to your drawdown? I don't know why it would add $115 to your drawdown. That almost sounds too good to be true. VWAP creating problems. Is that the problem? Well, what is this choppy shit?
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
You guys know what I mean? God, I fucking hate this price action right now. I hate being in a trade during price doing this, to be honest. It gives me just the vibe that like I'm gonna need to, it's gonna like force me to sit here all the way through this whole hour just sitting in this as it goes back and forth. That's the only worry, but it is what it is. Yeah, I've been in this trade since the inversion, so I've been in this trade since 9:53. Basically, I got in kind of right on this wick of the next candle after this closure here. London sweep with SMT. Yeah, we did have, I don't know if I mentioned it already. I think I did, but we did have SMT at the low. I don't know if it held. No, I don't think it did. I mean, yeah, the power of three looks pretty clear from just like, not to oversimplify, but I feel like the power of three that we kind of just framed here makes a lot of sense, and it looks really clear when you just zoom out a little bit. I don't know if you guys agree with me or not, but Azabas is like 43 points or something. I think it was. I had it set up here, yeah. Yeah, 40, almost 44 points. Yeah, I'm not liking PA either. Like, the longer we just, like, sit here and chop sideways, the more it makes me feel like we could get another drive lower and then manipulate again. Especially, like, if we're sitting here still during the next macro. But I'm just going to let it ride for now. Give it some time. We're coming up on 10:30. A lot of wick rejections here at 9:30 opening price. And first presented for value gap. Yep, that's correct, Eden. We've already covered it. I don't trade gold, no. Congrats. Yeah, I got a buddy that it trades only gold. It'll go straight after that trendline liquidity above 1030. Straight to your target, bro. We'll see. I don't know how people like just talk that openly with that much confidence about the market. Nobody knows whether the market's going to go up or down at any time. Gutam says, looks like we both will get stop loss. Dude, yeah. Ain't that some shit? Maybe. I can say this though confidently. If I had a crystal ball and I knew that we were just going to chop for at least 40 minutes, which we've been doing, like I've been in this trade for almost 40 minutes and we've just been stuck here, I would not have entered. I didn't obviously know that we were going to get this kind of a chop fest going. Yeah, Gudam, the bot keeps taking your message out of the chat because you're using all caps. Just go ahead and hit the caps lock button on your keyboard. Go ahead and toggle that off. And then your messages will stop getting deleted. Can we get 3 booms? Nah, not yet. Not yet. This price action isn't worth any booms. But yeah, this is the type of price action. If you're on Apex accounts, I don't know, this could be really challenging. Right? And I'll openly admit that that's part of the challenge. It's part of the struggle. So it almost forces a different management style. Five-minute AMD. That's kind of what I'm going for, but I mean, you can get whatever account size you want, Jonathan. I'm gonna be stocking up the 50Ks. You could go the static accounts as well, but I don't know. I don't think I like it as much. It's only 600 and what is it, like $625 of drawdown. That you don't have any intraday trailing drawdown, but it's $625 of drawdown. You got to get a $2,000 profit target. The drawdown never changes, which is nice, but like, yeah, I don't know. The drawdown's just not really that appealing, but I guess it's up to you. Does anybody in here use the static account? Just out of curiosity. If we drop below my stop loss, are you going to get long again? I mean, maybe, but I'll just wait till probably next hour and would wait for probably price to, maybe seek lower, seek that OT of this leg, and then maybe find something. But not right away, no. I mean, if this fails, I think we're probably going to be going, like I said, to yesterday's first presented fair value gap potentially. I think we could see a dig down into this range in here if we go lower. So like I wouldn't expect it to just run me out here and then reverse. I would expect it if it goes to my stop loss, like we're probably going to be going quite a bit lower. Would be my speculation. So Stamina. That's the only thing I don't got. Badumts. Been sitting in the short. I've been sitting in the long. Me and Jan. Gudam, sounded like Gudam's stop was hit for the short initially after this drive up. And I don't know, maybe my stop will be next. I'm not sure. We are still holding, I guess, these bullish PD rays for now, but we're also holding the bearish PD rays. I did say at the beginning of stream that I thought we could see some high resistance in this area. I mean, I don't know. I guess I wasn't expecting this, but I guess kind of on par. But yeah, just in terms of power of 3, I think overall, this is identified correctly. It's just a matter of if we want to rebalance the discount of the overall range yet, and then, you know, maybe set up a much bigger, higher time frame market maker buy model later. But to me, this is what this looks like. Oh, that's terrible. I'll just watch on the 5-minute. We're just barcoding in here. Like I said, this might just be forcing me to hold all the way to the macro. Could potentially run me out. But like I said, I think I'll just be completely wrong then if it does. Bad for options. I heard that the like time decay for options actually, I've never traded options, so that's why I'm, you know, I don't know any better, but I've heard that the time decay really doesn't matter if you're trading just like intraday, like hour to hour. There's not really any time decay. It's just like if you want to hold trades like day to day. Is that true or? Yeah, little concerns, YSEC. Little concerns, yeah. But I still thought the setup and everything kind of played out how I was, like, what I was anticipating to require me to go long. Because I was bearish when I first initially started the session today. And then just kind of the way the price formed after the opening range into the silver bullet hour made me... I feel like I had seen enough to convince me to entertain longs. Obviously... could be wrong, but what's up, Godric? Answer this already. What's the story with leaving Top Step? Well, essentially, the shortest answer is they cut their affiliate program, but they kind of didn't. Like, you could have stayed as an affiliate, like a partner with them, as like an ambassador almost. They were switching from a commission-based model to a flat fee. I'll probably make a video about this, maybe, if anybody, I mean, I don't know, it's not really even worth talking about. A lot of you guys probably don't give a shit, but yeah, they're going to a flat fee model. So instead of commissions, it's just like a flat fee that they said that they were going to negotiate with all of their partners. And the fee was nowhere near close to what anybody was getting, you know, what anybody was making as a commission-based affiliate. So for that reason, I mean, it's really just kind of also a business decision at the end of the day. It's like, imagine if you were promoting a brand, making, you know, incredible amounts of money, and then they basically offer you a McDonald's entry-level salary to continue promoting them. Like, that's part of it as well. Strong will, is it from experience or don't want to look like you don't know what you're doing to the chat? No, I mean, I don't care if I don't, if like, listen, if you guys haven't learned this by now, people like sometimes what people say in the chat, it does get to me a little bit just because it's annoying, but no, I don't give a fuck about what you guys think. Like, that's why I talk openly about like, oh, I don't know. Like, I don't sit here and talk in absolutes like, oh, this is absolutely going to happen. Like, while we're sitting in drawdown here, I'm saying verbally like, yeah, this doesn't look good. You know, if I'm being honest, tempted to close it. You know, it's going against me. It's disrespecting my PD raise that I wanted to see hold. In some people's perspective, that'd be like, oh, this guy doesn't fucking know what he's doing. He has no conviction. He's this or he's that. He's too emotional. I don't give a fuck. I'm not one of these guys that tries to act like I know everything and that you know, I know that every time I take a trade, I've already kind of assumed that money's gone from my account. It's already a loss because the market can do whatever the fuck it wants to do, no matter how good of a setup it is or whatever the case is. So, but no, I think the emotions are just normal. It's part of trading. I don't try to pretend like I don't have them because I definitely do. But if anything, maybe the takeaway could be watching me literally live deal with the emotions, express the emotions, talk about the emotions, but yet you don't see me sitting here like panic closing, panic, you know, reversing position or anything like that. Like, if anything, that could be a takeaway. But no, it's not that, like, I guess you could say strong will, I guess, but it's really just logically not doing silly things, which I have learned plenty of lessons by doing silly things. So that would be my answer to that. But yeah, no, I definitely still feel the emotions, and I, you know, sometimes get caught overanalyzing. That's why sometimes, like, when you're getting caught up on the 1 minute doing what it's doing today, sometimes you just got to drop, you know, jump up a time frame or two and then like relook at things like, okay, is your analysis invalid? Is it still looking like, you know, what you were seeing initially? And if it is, just like let it breathe a little bit. Is the logical answer, right? So I try to err on the side of logic. I'm not perfect, but I try to do that. And yeah, being live in front of people does help me hold me accountable. I mean, the reality is I'm gonna get shit either way. But anybody in the chat that actually has been trading for a while and kind of knows what they're doing is gonna look at that and say, oh, like, you guys can very easily kind of sift through the bullshit, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, a lot of you guys know what's what. If you trade the same day expiration option contract, yes, the hour will be a lot of time to get. Oh, really? Okay. I see. Appreciate the explanation, living your purpose. Yeah, maybe I'll get into options. I don't know. It's interesting. I obviously see the screenshots and like the stuff that people post, and I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? Like, if you have a really clear, like, you see price moving one direction a lot in a day or something, and you just smack it with a fat call or a put option. I don't know. It's definitely intriguing, but just haven't done it yet. Bro gets angry and losses and profits. That's true. This trade is copied, yes. Across 3 Tradeify 150K straight to fundeds. Also, going to be making a video probably, maybe I'll make it today. I don't know. I just got to see what my afternoon looks like, but potentially make a video today going over like how to set up NinjaTrader and Replicanto with like multiple firms. I know I told you guys I was going to make that video, so it's because honestly, just as I was like going through it, I'm like, damn, this would be really useful to have a tutorial on, because I felt like it was a little confusing myself at first, being somebody that came from Mac to PC at least. But I'll have that video probably out this week, boys and girls. Yeah, we about to touch the VWAP, are we? Not the old VWAP. Oh, almost hit the sell button. Ooh. Oh, that was close, actually. Oh, we flipped VWAP. Nice. Either that or we're going to chop VWAP. No, thanks, Bakale. I'm not sure what stage I'm in. I don't think I'm in the running. I still don't think I'm in the running stage yet. Maybe I'm in the walking, like a brisk walk. I would say like the Jade Caps of the world are in the running stage, right? Sprinting. Actually truly sprinting, because you sprint, secure the big payout, now he's taking a break, right? So be honest, if you guys got a $2.5 million payout, would you guys take a break from trading for a little bit? Like, it's easy to say that you maybe wouldn't, but I feel like, yeah, that's gotta be some sort of mental capital drain, you know, just dealing with the emotions of that. Like, you got a phone number hit your bank account. Want to start copy trading my Tradify accounts. Got my first payout just to test it, and now I'm about to add more straight to fundeds. Yes. Yeah, I'm going to add a couple more here as well. But yeah, I mean, I was just thinking like, you know, some people get like so bent out of shape about like the straight to funded and the, you know, the payout cap or whatever. But I just think about it like this, like, obviously if you were to buy a 150K combine or 150K evaluation, the profit goal is 9,000. The difference is with the straight to fundeds, you make $9,000 on the account and you can take a $3,000 payout. Times that across, let's just say 5 accounts. Well, now you got a 15K payout. With the discounts that are running, you might be like $2,000 to $2,500 deep in those accounts, which, you know, is not like necessarily super duper cheap. And if you want, you could just go the eval route, because you will save money if you don't blow up at all. You'll save money if you go the eval route. It's 1 day pass. But yeah, I was just thinking about that. It's like, because now you made 9K on a 150K account. That is, you get to take a payout. Your drawdown is 6K. So even if you get the 9K profit, take a 3K payout, you still have the same drawdown. Right? So your drawdown doesn't even change after that payout. And now you've covered your costs with plenty of profit, right? So Tradify Baka, which is what I'm trading on currently right now. So yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, it's to me those are my current favorites. My current favorites are obviously the 3 that I'm partnered with, but I still haven't, in all transparency, I haven't added any My Funded Futures accounts to the mix. I do plan on adding them to the mix here before the end of the month. So, just for the record, but yeah, I would say Tradify and then obviously Apex for the scalability factor. But yeah, Tradify's got really fast payouts. My Funded Futures has just as fast, if maybe not even slightly faster payouts than that. So Yeah, but these are all the firms that are like highly reputable, very trusted. Like when I did the poll on my YouTube, most of the chat said they use my fund of futures, or most of the poll answers said they use my fund of futures. So I thought that was interesting. But yeah, great pros and cons to all of them. Reputable. So that's why they get my stamp of approval versus like, you know, people ask about like top one. Someone asked earlier about funded next futures. I'm just like, I haven't seen enough yet personally. So. And now we're kind of like in a weird little bubble in a way where it's like, I feel like there's just like a lot of firms popping up. So you kind of have to be careful. I feel like just use the main ones, right? Do I think Tradeify will let you take out 6K on a 100K account when you reach that 6K profit target goal if you close the accounts? Chelsea, that's a great question. My first assumption is probably not. Probably not. I mean, that would kind of defeat the purpose of like, you got to think from the firm's perspective. Like that would be a pretty poor business model, because then a lot of people would just do that, right? A lot of people would just make profit on an account and then they would close it and then start over. So my guess is probably not. I don't think you can do something like that until you like get moved to a live, where you could take like your profit out. No, I haven't done a video on my fund of futures. I will though. Look at this pullback, dude. Right at the macro. Right at the macro, boys. Let's see what we get. We got so many damn gaps in here. So many gaps in here. Got so many damn boxes on my chart. What I tell you guys, was going to be forced to hold the trade all the way to the next macro. Called it. Called it. If we get this drive down in here, which we just got, and then we get price to work higher for these towards these highs, I think it'll be safe to go break even at that point, just because there wouldn't really be a reason to come back into here again. But we got to get this push. Yeah, if you guys haven't, I did just post a video last night, kind of late last night, so apologies about that. But went over the Apex rules, the payout rules, the eval rules, obviously, and kind of just the things that you need to keep in mind, and you're going to be good. I know, like getting denied payouts is probably the biggest concern for most traders, which it should be, right? So I'll obviously keep you guys posted as we go along here, for myself as well. When you do over the 30% daily, will they look at the highest profit in a day, 8-day period of payout request, or highest profit ever made even after payouts? Yeah, so it's cycle to cycle, right? You have to maintain that consistency rule. Right? And if you have a day in that period that obviously makes up more than 30% of that profit that you're trying to get a payout from, then obviously you'll have to continue trading to even it out, right? But no, your previous payouts shouldn't impact that at all. That's money that's withdrawn from your balance. If that's what you're asking. Your chart looks like a coloring book. I feel like mine does too right now. This gap, that gap, this gap, that gap. The only thing I'm missing is a thigh gap in here. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this gap was here. Kind of thought we could spike down into it as well, but still have to see it hold. This 5 minute looks like it will close and respect it. We still need to see a push to me above these highs, get out of this range a little bit, and then I think could be safer to go break even at that point because, like I said, it wouldn't really be much of a need to come back anymore. We've already mitigated this, so just need to see this. Just need to see these gap sponsor new highs in here, and I think for me, I'd be good to go break even. Because then the gap will have done its job. 5 minute candle just opened up. No lower wick. See if it digs down here to put a wick in that son of a gun. Still not out of this yet, though. It's nice to be sitting in profit and then drawdown, but it's been slow today. Pretty slow. That's where it's like, it makes you really wonder if we get to Asia high, right? Or we just hit, you know, the gap in here, bearish breaker, etc., like, and leave Asia high for later. Tough to say. Tough to say. Man, look at this gap in here. New hour in a few minutes. No, I'm not going to do any partialing until these equal highs around 490 get taken. And then kind of the plan would be partial hold out for this because maybe we'll get this run if this ends up being pretty low resistance. So I'll hold for that. And then, you know, but if things kind of change here, it could drop down to the 1 minute start monitoring price. If we form a bearish PD array against me after this run, then that could be a reason to just close fully then. But let's get here first before we start counting our chickens before the eggs hatch. I just marked out the open imbalance that was left here on the 1 hour, which is basically just above these highs. Back at entry. Oh boy. Oh boy. Someone call Nancy. She's pissed. No, it's Nancy's time of the month, ain't it? Back and drawdown like we never left. What's gold got going on right now? Kind of still working higher. Yeah, I know, Stockister. That's why I was looking at it. What's up, Nanye? Not much, man. Just sitting here, sitting in chop for the last however long I've been in this trade. In and out of profit. boys. No, I don't do Forex. It's tough. Bombs away. We're just gonna die now. New hourly candle. What a fuck fest. How come nobody was telling me to close my trade up here? I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. Oh, this sucks though. See what I say? The emotions. The emotions. You dirty bastard. We do have a little, I don't know if this is just me wishful thinking at this point, but we do have a little SMT here with a yes currently. Do I look into macros such as Japan's problems as big as Greece? No. Can't say that I do. Why don't you move your stop? I mean, I do usually move my stop, but I didn't get what I wanted to see to move it up yet. But the reality is I have the free will to close it at any moment. So if I think it looks too nasty, then I probably will do that. But I mean, I do think it looks nasty. Don't get me wrong, but I just didn't want to get wicked out as we trade into this gap and then move higher. And then I'm sitting here looking like a ding dong and feeling like one too. Jim, how long did it take me to become profitable? I mean, I don't have an exact date, I guess, but I would say somewhere between 2 and 3 years. Bro, almost went out full tilt. You're in shorts. You almost went out full tilt, you're saying? Because I've just been sitting in this ass for a while. Excuse my language. Oops. Yeah, this has been my entry. My entry was right here. 413 and a quarter. It's just incredible. What time was this? 9:53. Jesus. Maybe I'm a swing trader now. Just kidding. Still intraday. But to sit in a trade an hour and, you know, hour 10 going on an hour 20 minutes just for it to not have moved away from the area is the only frustrating part. Like usually if you're sitting in a trade that long, you're holding a runner and we're spooling. It's kind of the idea. So here's the problem we're running into. This could be an immediate rebalance on the 5. Retesting first presented for value gap here. On the 3 and the 1 minute, this is a bearish SIBI, or just a SIBI, bearish for value gap. Yeah, dude. Realistically, it's not. I mean, it's probably cooked if this gap and all of this sponsors new lows in here internally. I think this all probably gets just ran out pretty relentlessly. So if it looks like price is gonna like trade through here with some speed, I'll probably just hop out. Otherwise, if we can flip this, we still got hope because the 5-minute did not close a body below here yet. But it is getting messy. And by getting messy, I mean it has been messy. It has been messy. I just don't want to like hop out of the trade here at break even and then like it just skyrockets. You know what I mean? Then I held for nothing. At this point, I think maybe I'd almost rather take a loss. That's my pride talking, by the way. Amen, drop shop. Listen, you got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything, boys and girls. Yeah, it happened to me last week too, Sandip. A long trade for a break even. That's right. Yep. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to sugarcoat it, boys and girls. It's, you know, I've had my challenges over the last couple of weeks as well, as much as anyone, so. I've just, yeah, the month of May has just been gay. I'm not going to lie. Unless I just randomly started trading other sessions, then I feel like it would have been better, but. For New York AM session, yeah, it's just not been the move. And it's crazy is like if you go out to the monthly candle, like the monthly candle just looks so clean, like in the weekly candles, just clean, bullish. You're just like, oh man, probably super fucking clean moves. Nope. Like end of the day moves or overnight or pre-market or opening bell comes and we just go straight in one direction. So. Ella. All right, 5 big booms for Ella. Sorry to hear it, Ella. Where is it? Sorry, I got to get to it.
Boom! 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 Boom!
5 big booms for Ella. Sorry to hear it. What are your thoughts on 1K personal daily loss limit, 2K max profit per day to get payouts from Tradeify? Yeah. Honestly, yeah, Billy, that's kind of it, right? Because you have the consistency rule, it doesn't really pay to unnecessarily risk a lot, right? Like, I just feel like it's pretty unnecessary for me to, like, on these 150Ks to risk like 1,000 plus per trade, because why? You know what I mean? Like, if I end up making 3K on a trade, I feel like that's just going to kind of potentially off, like it could hurt me if the consistency rule comes into play at the end. So yeah, no, I'm fine with risking, you know, $500-$600 per trade, trying to make somewhere between, you know, 1 and 2K, kind of land in that area all the way up to 9K profit. And then, you know, be that as it may, take a 3K payout per account. So that's kind of that's where my thought process is as well. Because yeah, I mean, it doesn't really pay to push it hard. I mean, I guess you could push it hard. You'll just be payout capped, and you'll have more payout that you, more profit that you can take out in the future, I suppose, or move into a live. So I mean, I can see why maybe you would do that, but generally speaking, I would say it's not necessary. I don't believe so yet, Ryzen. I don't think they've added any extra rules as of yet. I'll tell you what though, if they do add the consistency to the XFA and don't make evals like a 1-day pass, oh my god, that'd be shit. Like you gotta like add a rule and then take one away, in my opinion. But today, right now, I'm trading 3 150K straight to funded Tradeify accounts. Did not trade my XFAs at all today. Haven't been trading them here really at all, actually, but. If I'm ever trading straight up eval accounts, I'll make sure you guys know that, because I just don't trade evals the same way as I trade fundeds. I take the fundeds a little bit more serious. What's up, Apollo? Been watching for 2 weeks. Like how your psychology is strong. Something I can learn from. Oh, appreciate it, man. Does Twitch allow trading? I actually don't know. I guess I don't know why they wouldn't, but maybe they don't. I'm not sure. I've heard that even like TikTok doesn't really allow like showing your chart live or showing live trades. I don't know if that's true or not, but I've heard that that could be a reason to get like blocked or banned or whatever. Why don't you move stop loss? Any particular reasoning? It just depends on the setup, I guess. But for me, I said I was gonna move stop loss to break even once this gap sponsors another high, because then the price will have came down in here to do everything it's needed to do, in my opinion. If you're asking like why I don't move stop to like any of these lows, you know, I guess it's just to avoid getting stop hunted and then price continues. But also, like, I can just manually close it. Like, just because my hard stop is set here doesn't mean I have to like wait for it to get hit. Like, if things really look dire and I'm just not liking it anymore, I could just hop out. You're right. I don't need to like jam my stop up. But I don't know, just kind of using my judgment for now. No particular rhyme or reason or any hard rules that prevent me from doing anything like that. Showing money amounts? Oh, okay. BPR on ES. This is the only thing that I'm not liking here. 5 minute BPR. Fuck, dude. Oh my god. I just end my misery and get out of this ass while I still can. That makes me such a bitch though, don't it? Oh, the struggle bus. Riding the fucking struggle bus today, NASDAQ. The short bus. Fuck, boys. Oh, fuck, bro. End of the macro, too. Like, 2 macros worth of price action, and we're just not moving. All right, dude. I'm getting out. I fucking did it, bro. I'm getting out. I can't handle it anymore. Watch it just fly without me. Just watch it go higher now. I don't care anymore. I've had enough. I fucking had it with this price action today. I can't I can't handle it anymore, bro. God. It's gonna just fly. I just know it. I don't even want to look at it. But if it doesn't fly, that'd be nice. Oh my god. Anyway. I don't know. I can't do nothing about the price action, boys and girls. It's out of my control. So if it flies, it flies. It's gonna have to do it without me. I've officially hit my limit. 2 macro, like that's the only that's the only thing that I was like waiting for. I was like, okay, we'll get to the next macro and then we'll get some movement. It's like next macro comes and goes and we're just still here. Like at some point, I don't know. For me, at some point, it's like, where do we time stop this shit? Goodness gracious. You know? So a little discretion there, but we'll see how it all shakes out later on. If you guys are still holding, good luck. If you're in shorts, I guess good luck. I'd flip a coin for me at this point, honestly. So, yeah. Up $32, $18, and $25 across these 3 accounts today with that break even, well, just slightly above break even close there. So, yeah. PM session possibly today. Yes. Possibly. I'll keep you guys updated. If you're not already, get in the Discord. And obviously subscribe on YouTube. Hit the notification bell. You get notified when I go live. Probably the best option. Let's do a, I don't know, let's do a P&L check before we go. Just so I can stall and watch this a little bit longer. Just in case if it does fly, I can complain and somebody will be here to listen to it. And then if it just tanks, then I can be happy about my decision. Either way. Let me know, boys and girls, green, red, or flat. Today, took 1 trade for me today. Ended up closing it here just above break even. We just been in and out of drawdown, man. In and out of drawdown, in and out of profit for too long. 2 macros have come and gone, and I'm just over it. I got exhausted. A game of attrition, you might say. So, yeah, that's going to be that for me for that this morning at least. Flat as pancakes. Perhaps PM will deliver. I mean, part of me kind of thinks that, like, you know, get enough traders exhausted, back and forth. You can only go back and forth so long before it's accumulated enough, and then it'll finally just manipulate at a random ass time. We'll probably get to like 11:27, and it's just gonna rip higher or lower. I don't know. It just won't make any sense. There you go, drop shop. See, that's the mindset. You're flat, but you won with FOMO. Hell yeah. Thanks for closing. Dude. I tried to hold. I did hold. I held the full hour. I held the full silver bullet hour. Beyond the 11 a.m. macro. There's not. And if you ain't going to give me a move in that amount of time, then whatever. Fuck you. What did it take? Everything. Somehow green, 34 minus 34 on the new account. Hey, listen, we can handle that, Ramon. We can bounce back from that. It's about to fly. I know. It's just how it goes. Stopped in 1 minute. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I mean, I guess I don't know how she entered or where her stop was or anything, but I'm assuming someone said that she longed up here at the high. I'm assuming she just assumed that this gap was going to hold. It's just messy, dude. It's just messy. No denying that. Like, even look at my inversion entry here. Like, I don't know. This isn't fantastic. You know, it's just, this is how it printed. Entered here. We did get the deep drive. Like, imagine this, though. If you were patient, you said, you know what? I'm going to slap this order block here on the 1 minute. Man, you're Gucci. Like, imagine if you slap this order block here. Put your stop at the low. I mean, you could be break even right now, just chilling. And just whatever happens, happens. And then your risk reward is insane, even just to these highs, right? Like you wouldn't even need to, you know, require Asia highs. So depending on your patience, your precision there, obviously the patience could have meant you got left behind as well, which is why I opted to use the inversion. But yeah, you could see how like if this inversion entry that I took, my entry was like somewhere in this wick here, but you know, this could have been disastrous. This would have been like the perfect entry in the wrong direction if this just sold off. Right? That could have been nasty. But yeah, man. That's where we're at. High resistance conditions. I wouldn't call this necessarily seek and destroy though. Just because I feel like we're generating liquidity right now on kind of both ends of this range if you're just going off like this 1 minute. Beautiful buy side, low resistance trendline liquidity here. Same thing here. Like we're just generating and accumulating in here. And I don't know which direction it's going to go first, but when it goes, it's going to go fast and furious, in my opinion. And honestly, I don't know which way it's going to go because we could go here, but we also could rebalance much lower from this range. So your guess is as good as mine right now. But yeah, dude, looking at the poll here, we got 45% red. Oh, no, red. Red is the winner today somehow. Fuck. Black, green, okay. Pretty even there. So, yeah, chat, somebody tell me, is this a bear flag or a bull flag? Because I wouldn't know the difference. Who knows? Maybe you're looking at it like this. All these highs getting ran out. More buy side for later? I have fucking no idea. That's how you know I'm honest. When I look at a chart and say, I have no fucking clue. Tyler, where's price going? Couldn't fucking tell you. Literally don't know. We're gonna go up, down, sideways, or in fucking circles. Allie, it banned you. Yeah, I'll tell you what kind of flag this is. This is the flag that it is right here. Where is it? Red flag. Well, anyway, yeah. I guess all things considered, happy that I didn't take an L. I mean, if it just rips to my target, it rips my target. But I'm kind of okay with it at this point just because it took too long, dude. So. Oh. But anywho, appreciate you guys showing up. Like the stream before you go, boys and girls. I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord. And obviously, if you're subscribed on YouTube with the notification bell on, you'll get a notification if I do go live this afternoon. Trading some Apex accounts. Today is the last day for the 80% off sale. I have not gotten word that they're extending it or anything like that yet. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I don't know. But today is the last day as of right now. And what else was I going to say? I feel like I'm brain farting. I was going to say something else maybe. I don't remember. Maybe that's it for now. Maybe that's it for now. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. Hop in the Discord if you want. The link for it is either in the chat or in the description of the live stream here. And also keep your eyes and ears out for the Replicanto video. I'll probably maybe get that knocked out today, tonight, or maybe tomorrow. So appreciate you guys. Like the stream before you go. Making sure there's no questions in the chat here that I'm missing. I think we're good. Toodles, everybody. Peace and love. Maybe see you later today. And yeah, guys, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday.
Our trade sits at his desk, coffee in hand. The NASDAQ charts on his screen, he's in command. He's a day trader, chasing dollars and dreams. Using ICT concepts, he's got some tricks up his sleeves. From Fibonacci retracement to volume spread analysis, Tyler knows the smart money. He's gaining an advantage. He watches the market every tick and every turn, he's catching the high. Running with the smart money, kicking up dust. Tyler trades a day trader you can trust. He's dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire. Dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire.